Dear Iggy, my question to you today is around love and its definition. Growing up in this world, I have learned about two different types of love. One has been what the mainstream has defined as the romantic love, which is usually between a male and a female, and that's where it is. The other one is what I have learned from religion or spiritual side of things, which talks about the greater love, the love for all beings, all creatures, and some places it is indicated as though that is the only one, and the other one is a false sort of love. Now, my question to you is, um, according to the truth, where or how does one understand these both?
Thank you, Pranay. Um, the question is very deep. Um, I will answer according to my truth and to what is my perception of this matter. Um, it is my experience that there's only one love. And one love embraces all other loves that you were mentioning, that we can think about it. If I am in love with a friend, and friendship can be very, very good as a compare, as a thing to compare. If I am in love with my friend, can I say that the love with my friend is less than the love with for my lover or for my partner? We cannot say that. Can we say that the love for my partner is bigger or lesser than the love for my dad or that love for my mom? Can we have like put people on the stairs and say, okay, you are on the second stair and dad is on the third stair, mom is on fifth stair, and there's no such a thing. Um, our mind tends to create like a hierarchy, because the thing that we don't know and the unknown should be on top of it. It has to be on top of it because we don't know it. So it's something that we can really measure. We cannot really give us a place on a stair, so it has to be on top. And all the rest, there are things that we are experiencing are on different level. So that we can use level in that case. Love means being in love. Being in love is a state of our essence, is a state of our being, and we are already in love, always in love. Is the confusion of what we think about love, and in relation also to the physical pleasure, that create a false attitude, that we have to separate the love for our partner and the love for the God, for the spiritual side. They are exactly the same. There's only one love, and it's inside us, and it's when we perceive the beauty of ourselves and the beauty of the world and the beauty of the cosmos as one. In that moment, when we perceive that we are not separate, that we are interconnected, love arises. And that state of being is following us as a shadow. But we take that shadow out only when we are with a partner, or when we are with a good friend, or when we are with a family. And we say, no, you are not very good friend of mine, so I keep you a little bit under the circle. You, and so they, in this way we are still in a stairs process. So basically, when we are in love, we love everything else that is around us and is inside us. We accept ourselves, we love ourselves. That is the first step. Once we love ourselves and accept ourselves, we already love, and everything and everyone around us will be shining as our lovers, and the bird will be our lover, and the sky will be our lover. Everything will be our lover. But first step is to love ourselves, because loving ourselves immediately shift the position in love ourselves, so I am love, and everything else will be love, and I will attract it, love, because everything what you are projecting outside is coming back, and the more you are in love, the more love you will receive. We tend to make a confusion about it's not really us, it's our mind that is tricking us to think that love is has relation with the intimacy, has relation with the sexual pleasure. Not at all, not at all. Love is a state of being, is a state of our essence, is our natural state, is the natural state of everything in the cosmos. You see, if you see birds when they eat, where they eating, they are loving to each other. They don't fight for eating. Fish don't fight for eating or for girlfriends. There is that naturalness, that naturality is inside us, and it's being caring, with being loving. So unless we experience the true love in ourselves, we cannot really say that we have experienced love at all. When we think about love in terms of degrees, or in terms of quantities, or in terms of more or less, we are not really getting what love is. Love makes no distinction, makes no boundaries. It's not based on knowledge. It's not based on. It's the simple consciousness that I am not alone, and that every single cell of myself is exactly part of the single cell of yourself, the single cell of everyone else, the single cell of a tree, of a bird, the single cell of the whole cosmos. And they are in relation to each other. So if I love myself, at the same time I'm able to love myself. Love myself means to accept me as I am, with my good thing and with my bad thing. Accept everything. So once I'm ready to accept everything, I'm in a love. And only that moment I will experience what love is. And it's not that I'm expecting something from you in return. True love doesn't expect nothing in return. It's in its own need. It's a basic instinct, basic need to share you can't do without sharing. You can't do it because it's so, love is such a strong energy, a strong light, a strong heat, a strong passion that you can take it, you can keep it with you. You have to share. So instead of thinking about levels of love, let's go back to number 0. Let's go back to ourselves and start saying, okay, from now on I'll start loving myself. And let's see what love is. On the very moment you start accepting yourself totally, you will clearly experience and perceive what is true love. It's something that we've born with, everyone is born with. But our society tends to close us in a circle. I love my family more than my neighbors. I love my neighbors more than the people who live in the city next to this. I love people who live in the city next to this more than people in this region. I love people in this region more than people in this country. I love this country more than the other country. You know, it's ripple circles, and we tend to be close because it makes us safe. It makes us feel sure. We are in a circle. We are sure. We are not afraid. True love has no fear to express itself purely. Doesn't want nothing in return. And does not make comparison. Doesn't think that one is above, one is below. One is just for friendship and one is for sexual life. Love is a state of essence, it's a state of being, and we've born with it. What we think as a love in relation to our partner is still in the world of opposites, and still in the world of yin and yang, still in the world of polarities. Because if you really, really love your partner, you have to be ready to accept the same amount, talking about quantity, of hate. The biggest lovers are the biggest haters. There's always one day when she probably, or he probably, does something that should have been done. Oh, that, no, I can accept everything, but no, that thing, no, oh, no. And that you start hating your partner because of something. And the hate will be as strong as your love. So, going deep into relationship, if the more we love, the more we will hate. And we have to accept this. Because we are still in the world of polarities. We are into an yin and yang system. It's a binary cosmos. It's a binary system. When I'm saying about love, when I'm talking about love, the true love, you are out of the polarities. You are on top of it because you are love. And also, if you give love and you won't receive it back, it doesn't really affect you, because love is your state. You can't do without. You can do differently. And if you start loving yourself as a body, loving yourself as a mind, and love yourself as a spirit, the very moment you love totally yourself, you will start experience what true love is, and you will experience it through a very simple and basic thing, that from that moment you will be like a pole of attractions, and people will come because where they will perceive your light, they will perceive that your state, and they will naturally come to you. And maybe you don't even ask, and they will start asking you about maybe their issues and their problems. You just maybe on a bus stop, and they will start talking to you because they perceive that you are in that state, and that you have something that can be beneficial and that you can share with them. And it's your thirst that is attracting them. It's your thirst for sharing it. So Pranay, there's only one true love. And that true love starts from point zero. It's in the heart and starts within us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.